Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's Tuesday, November 9th. We're gonna go over some of the plays we made today. Tesla, Gamestop, options, technical analysis, SPY, sub up, like up, comment down, happy money sticks around. Here is our Twitter account if you'd like to follow us on here at HappyMoneyYT. And we have a Discord also. Link is in the description. There's that. I don't know. And there's Discord. Yeah, RC tweeted. If you didn't see that, he tweeted deciding between two options for GME shares: hold or hodl. This is the most retweeted one I think he's tweeted. And he doesn't usually tweet about GameStop specifically, or he's at least not saying he is. Whether it's about GameStop or not, yeah, could be for sure. But this one he actually is talking about GME shares. A couple of different things. When I first saw it, I was like, that made me think it's gonna dip. And then yeah, today ended up dipping. Finally though, we've kind of been waiting for it. I feel much more comfortable when the TA is it actually plays out how it looks and doesn't just do this awkward stuff that's weird. Anyways, but other guesses which are probably more accurate were it's a nod to Elon Musk and his Twitter poll about selling his shares, and it's kind of a flex on Elon Musk, saying he's holding his shares. I mean, to be fair, the valuation of Tesla is absurd, and so I would be selling my shares if I were Musk, compared to GameStop, which some people think are at an absurd valuation, but not even close to the PE ratio of Tesla, or definitely even other ones in the e-commerce space. Now, retail, brick and mortar, you could kind of, there's an argument there where you could say it's overvalued, but I don't think for their future it's overvalued at all. I think it's still undervalued. This also could be, so HODL, it originated from it's actually Bitcoin board, which I was surprised to find out. I thought it was from Wall Street Bets, but it was a Bitcoin, I think either subreddit or Bitcoin board. Some guy was posting on there drunk and was spelling HODL wrong, and then kind of just went from there. The history for trading take money if you sell it. Yeah, so it could, and it's funny actually, even in this, the original HODL post that this guy made, where it all kind of started from, this meme, he actually spells whiskey WHISKY also, which is how Ryan Cohen spelled whiskey on his other tweet. It takes money to buy whiskey. Oh, he spelled it with an E. I don't know, I'm confused now. I thought he spelled it without an E. Anyways, there's a couple things in here that this guy's talking about in this post. That's kind of a nod to maybe some connections you could make. So maybe it's that. Maybe he's talking about an NFT marketplace, for shares, where maybe you'll hold on there or hold on New York Stock Exchange. So yeah, I don't know. Could be anything, but yeah, it did drop today. GameStop did, as well as the market. Market finally, it wasn't specifically the overall SPY. I mean, SPY's, oh, it's Tesla. Wasn't the overall, oh, I keep typing in Tesla. Oh gosh. Because the market's only down, I mean, 0.5%. It's not that bad. It was pretty violent this morning though. But yeah, it's just some certain individual stocks are down. I mean, TA is definitely bearish on the SPY now. We've got a bear flag here. Here's the pole. Here's the flag. And we've got bearish MACD. We've got a triple top here. 1, 2, 3. The daily, we're still overbought. Got this engulfing candle. So lots of reasons why the SPY will probably keep coming down. Inflation numbers out tomorrow. So maybe this will be the first time inflation numbers the market actually lets it scare it. Whatever that means. Otherwise, we'd probably rally. But I mean, TA on it looks like it's coming down. But individual ones like Tesla. So Tesla's part of the reason it's sold off. Got to be from that Elon tweet. And I mean, this thing is just so overbought, no question. So we had a bearish play on it. We had multiples actually. Yesterday I set up a bearish play also, just because it was starting to make its leg down. It also kind of made this topping formation, and then gap down yesterday, but did this bull flag. If you watch yesterday's video, it was a bull flag in a bearish territory. It was very strange. But yeah, bull flag, but everything's still under the 9, and it was still bearish MACD right here. And then today, yeah, it just dumped very, very violently. But never really recovered actually, which is kind of surprising. I think it will do a pretty epic bounce here though, the next couple days, maybe tomorrow. But just like a recovery bounce just from this overreaction. The RSI on here is 17 right now on the hourly, which is crazy. So I think it'll be maybe not an epic bounce, but it probably, I imagine, back up to kind of this 1094 level maybe. I mean, even just the VWAP is 1072, so we'll see it. At the very least, I think consolidation before it makes another leg down. So we'll go over the plays. My bearish plays worked well. I legged into them, and then I also actually opened up bullish plays today about here, just for this bounce. Short term, expecting to either close it tomorrow or the next day on some sort of bounce. So GameStop, yeah, I'm relieved that it actually came down today. I was like, it didn't feel right, this rally that was just being sustained, and indicators were pointing that it should come down. So yeah, here we are. We've got bearish MACD. We've had that for a bit, kind of this little double top here. I think this whole thing, this was all BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. I think this move here we're seeing here would have probably been right here after this RSI divergence. I mean, the TA on this was just setting up perfectly for it to come down. These were pretty textbook. So this right here, and I don't think it's done, but this I think probably would have come right here, and then maybe the next leg down to like that 175 like I was saying. But now, since we've elevated way up here, and how it just held up strong up here for a couple days, which is kind of surprising. I think it still could come to 175, but it is quite a bit further now since we've been above 200 so long. And we are, we're out of that wedge. But yeah, I think it'll probably keep coming down. Consolidation come down. Probably, I mean, 200. I guess we're not far off of that. Probably 200, maybe 190. Kind of this resistance back here, this 190, or then still that other low I was talking about, 175. Those are kind of my three different spots. For it to go to 175, it'll probably be the rest of the week at least to get there, unless the market really comes down, and it really comes down with it. But yeah, I'll just be kind of looking out for support and building a floor on an hourly schedule. I like the hourly to be bullish to make any sort of plays, and then of course the daily also. Daily's still bullish, but it was overbought, so it coming down to here will just consolidate it nicely. So yeah, it's looking next week, maybe the week after, depending on how long this takes to play out. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, pretty big drop today on GME, 5.8%. We haven't seen that in a while, and it didn't really come back up to VWAP either. Let's see, the max pain on GameStop now is 202.5. They'll probably close it somewhere around there, or maybe below there, or maybe it will come down below there and then come up to VWAP, or come up to max pain. That's kind of a lot of movement for Tuesday to a Friday, so maybe it'll be kind of on its way down while it hits that max pain. I'm not sure. It depends on the market, because it really just moved a lot today with the market. But the market wasn't crazy red. Really, Tesla was the big dropper today. Check out the options. Did a lot of different options today. Not super crazy, but Rocket Lab, I closed that one. When Tesla and the SPY came down, I'm like, all right, I gotta kind of shift out of my bullish plays. Not to say some stuff won't rally in a bear market, but if we are gonna actually start coming down as a market, shift out of those. So closed my Rocket, small gain on that, not as much as it could have been. What is this? Oh, I shorted some calls today on GME. Shorted. Yeah, made a few hundred on that. I don't know how much. But I think like 500 or 600. Shorting those 8 calls at 22.50. I actually closed out of it early. Just, I didn't want to get greedy in the way. I mean, not getting greedy is the main thing, but the way GME pops sometimes, it's crazy. So I closed them out like right here. Maybe it was even here. Yeah, I think it was like here. So I could have made a little more. I was up like 25% total max gain on the covered calls. Probably do it again tomorrow after maybe a bounce. It's not fun holding them though if we're having days like this. So yeah. But again, I think we keep coming down. And then I averaged. Well, here's the Tesla put. So I legged into my Tesla put. Ruga was asking about this on Discord. So basically, I bought a put on Tesla a few days ago. I put it in Discord. Put the play in Discord like I always do. Unless I'm like doing quick in and out trades, and I don't show my closes on there, just my opens. But pretty much all the plays I put in there that I'm opening. So I bought this 195 put the other day, and it's November. When is this? Sorry, I'm probably clipping, sitting really close to the mic. November 26th, 895 put. I kind of had a price target for that on Tesla if it starts to come down. Tesla, I think, has one of the furthest to come down just because it's so overvalued, and it's had this epic gamma squeeze or whatever here. And today was a big portion that already came down. You know, this took almost 2 weeks. It basically gave up gains from like a week and a half. So that's pretty crazy in one day. It can come down fast. That being said, though, look at that. Hasn't even actually crossed over bearish yet on the MACD. That's how much this thing just pulled hard. But yeah, I had 195. Kind of see it funding support, maybe 900 or maybe 809, somewhere in that range. So picked those up. Of course, they did well today, and they're still doing well, actually. So 212%. But then what I do is I sold a put further out of the money, so 880 put, and I can't see what I opened this up with. How much does this cost? Okay, so this costs $820 to open up this put. It's worth now $1,700. If you don't want to get pattern day trade and you open this up and you want to close it the same day, you can always just open up another play and leave this one open. So I only like to do this if I'm up quite a bit on it, but you can do it whenever, really. So what I did was, this cost $820 to open. I paid, and then 2 days later, today, it's up a lot. I'm up, over 100% on it. And I looked at 880 put. So what I'm trying to do with that strike is, it's fine if it goes past 880 and goes to 500 or whatever. I'll be capped on my gains. I guess best case scenario, though, would be if it closed just above 880. So then I'll get full premium on the sell. And so, yeah, so you see here, to sell the 880 put, I received $2,100. So the play so far, I'm already up $1,000 or so, $1,200, $1,300, right? Because I paid $820 to get into this one, and then I received $2,165 to sell this put. And then all I'm looking for is, I can leg in and out of it, but to keep it easy, you can just close the position. You can wait till expiration or wait till you think it's going to stop going down. I might kind of do some finagling on this one. We'll see, because I think Tesla again will probably rally. I might buy to close this put back and just have the naked long put again. I might not, though. Sometimes it kind of bites you if you start to get greedy with that. But basically, this play, I've locked in, $1,100 in profit, and Tesla can go wherever it wants now. It doesn't matter. I've got that profit. It's locked in. Now it can continue to make money, and the only way it does that is if they both go down, I'll make money on the long put, as well as the time decay on the short put if it doesn't get to that point. But visualizing it here is probably the best way. So max gain on this is 2,845. And that's the difference between the spreads. So the difference between the spreads is your max gain. And in this case also I think the premium minus the premium I bought, the premium I received. So I think that's pretty much it on that. I also, so today I also did, so I legged into that one. So now that's just basically debit spread. It's basically legging into a debit spread. Tesla really hasn't rebounded at all. This thing's gonna sell off into close. We've got 20 minutes left. Wow. So I opened up a long play on it though. So we have that one, that spread, and then we also have this call credit spread. This is also another short position I had on it. It's a 1230, 1235 call credit spread. So it's up 97%. I have a limit to close it at minimum. I could up it a little bit. I don't know. I might have to just wait. I don't see this coming back in the money though, so you can just wait on it. This was, did I average into this? No, I didn't. But this will be 3,000 gain, and then max loss would have been 2,900. So I opened this up the other day also, and I got that put. Or maybe I got it earlier actually. I've maybe rolled this one over. I can't remember. No, I don't think I rolled that over. Anyways, I got these long. What's this one? Now this one's confusing because I put it all together. Yeah, so here's part of the call credit spread. Here's the last three, but then I opened up a bullish play for this week. Also a 1075, 1080, 1075, 1080. Just call debit spread. Look at that thing. New lows. Wow, I still expect a bounce. I mean, the RSI on here is no joke. That thing is oversold. So 1070, 1080. So that max gain will be if it closes up closer to that 1080 mark on that. And that's just short term, just for a little bounce play. I can't even pull up I think it's like $1,000. Yeah, it's the difference in the spreads is the max gain on that Tesla play. So multiple different Tesla plays and basically like plagues. And confusing spreads on it now. But wow, look at Tesla, man. I don't know if Elon Musk tweet is really what tips the market into finally bearish territory and eventual crash. That would be pretty fitting, I guess. That'd be pretty fitting. Roblox had earnings. It's ripping up 41%. This thing's going crazy. Gamestop, yes, on its way down, I believe. What else are we doing here? Tesla, space, bought some space calls. I have a hard time going long when I think the market's going to start turning, or the market's starting to turn bearish. So I'm really looking more for puts because I want to go with the momentum of the market. Looking for stuff that needs to come down, needs to be corrected. However, that's a nice looking bull flag. We got green over the 9, little overbought, but daily looks good too. Bullish MACD, green over the 9. And you know, space has had epic rallies in the past. So only thing today is there's not a whole lot of volume. Like it's pretty good, but it could just be like one of these days. So we'll see. Didn't go too heavy on it. And I closed the pay safe calls up a little bit on those. Again, I kind of wanted to close out of my long exposure in case this week just gets really red on the market. Here's that Tesla debit spread opened up. Also sold to close some of my CPSH calls. Yeah. Newegg shares down still. I think it's still consolidating. That's what I'm gonna go with for now at least. I mean, you have to imagine this thing rallied like 60% yesterday. It's not going to just hold up. It's got to consolidate. It's actually looking pretty nice. There's a good looking pennant right here. So until the hourly MACD crosses bearish, we've got 9 under the red. I'm gonna say this is consolidating to keep rallying. On the daily, this is looking fine. Consolidation candle. Not quite as bullish as it was back here during this rally. That was a green candle, but at any rate, we could have a red candle and then some more highs, which would be sick. I have shares this, and I'll probably just sell. My plan was to sell covered calls on it. Premium kind of lowered down some on it though. It was like 200-300% yesterday, but these are mostly close to the money. They're less than 200 now. But if we break into new highs on this thing, yeah, I'll just try and wait for the rally to slow down and then sell some calls and roll them in, roll them out. I don't know. Figure it out. So that's my Newegg plan. BRPM, still waiting for news to hype that thing up. Bird shares, man, this thing's getting cheap. I want to average into this, but again, I don't want actually long exposure, even though this is getting nice and cheap. W key, what was the other? Oh, Wish. I'm actually happy about my Wish shares. I'm tempted to just have them in the long term. Got a put credit spread and 1,100 shares of Wish. Wish is just at such a cheap price. If this company doesn't go bankrupt, I think it could be great. I mean, they have crazy revenue. This is a huge, I mean, it's a Chinese company, so it's pretty risky. But Chinese companies actually oftentimes inverse the American market. So if we do start to see a rotation, which I think we already are, into Chinese companies, as well as, you know, value plays, more value stocks, not growth, that could happen before a crash, or kind of at the end of the crash. That's the first thing to kind of start recovering, typically. So this one, I mean, it's $4 right now. We got divergences here to make it look bullish. Bullish MACD, green over the 9. I'm waiting for a big fatty candle and start selling premium on that thing too. And then the account I don't show all that often, but this one over here I'm selling. This is my kind of my Theta farming account for now. So we've got 125 shares in here on it's just GME. And then I sold these 245 calls yesterday. So these are down 70% now, which is what we want. Want those to go down and lose value. And then I'll buy to close them, or I could even roll them. Could roll them down to a lower strike, but I'll just kind of leave it. And then we've got this one leap, this 120 call leap. It's up 32%. Bought this when the premiums were pretty low, and we've got like 2 years on that one almost. So I just keep kind of rolling over covered calls in this one, and it works pretty well. And Tesla's still coming down, so bye Tesla. That's crazy. GME might rally. We've got about 15 minutes to close. Might rally up to VWAP a little bit. I don't know. Tesla though, wow. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.